Witness stated that defendant left location and returned yelling and waving the gun in the air and pointing it all around the apartment.
The defendant pushed her with both hands and punched her in the chest with a fist, causing pain.
But if you come back, get ready, because it's not going to be a good ride.
Welcome to Bench Report Court Cam.
Good morning, Ms. Dela Cruz. Ma'am, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon in a public place. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay, guys, please.
Your Honor, on December 31st at approximately 11:37 p.m., officer was dispatched to a weapons disturbance at 1111 Grove Street apartment, 1111 Houston, Texas. The witness informed the officer that she was outside and heard a gunshot and looked to the left and saw defendant, witness's neighbor, waving a gun in the air toward the kids in the playground and towards witness's group. The witness stated that defendant left location and returned yelling and waving the gun in the air and pointing it all around the apartment. We recorded the interaction. Witness recorded the interaction with the defendant pointing the gun and trying to shoot it, but nothing came out at the time. Another witness informed the officer that she heard a shotgun shot, and observed defendant waving gun toward a basketball court and park where there were kids. Defendant then ran into the house. A third witness corroborated both accounts. Witness number 3 also recorded the incident. Defendant was ID'd by eyewitnesses and a mugshot. Defendant was found sitting on her porch and observed the officer.
Strong odor of alcohol.
Observed a strong odor of alcohol.
Okay.
And the officer found a case in
so
her breath.
AB, is that what it says?
Yes, Judge.
Strong odor of alcohol in her breath.
Yes, Your Honor.
So did she actually get a shot off? Did you have,
Judge, the officer found a casing in front of her apartment.
do you have anyone that saw them?
Nobody that physically saw her get the shot off, just they heard the shot and then they saw her waving the gun around after that point.
Ms. Dela Cruz, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it, and you're not going to like the way that I do it, ma'am. Stop. I don't want you to say anything. I'm just telling you what the expectation is here. I'm going to protect my community at all costs. I don't care what happens, with who it is, what color, small farm animal. I don't care. I'm going to protect my community. You're not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have a weapon, likewise, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail, and I'm going to raise the bond. I'm not asking for much. Tell me what you do for a living, ma'am. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Right now,
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
well, somewhat if I need to, but I wanted to ask for a court appointment at first.
So let's do this. I can give you an application to fill out. I'll take a look, and if you qualify, I'll provide you a lawyer. But I need to know everything about you, and just fill it out honestly. Well, you don't have to tell me. Just put it on there. I need numbers, though. Give me numbers. I'll take a look, and if you qualify, I'll provide you a lawyer. You're going to meet with Felicia for your bond conditions. No, Felicia, for your bond conditions. No alcohol. Do you understand, ma'am? No weapons. That's all I'm asking you to do, and don't pick up a new case. Okay, Stephen, please. Is it Tyren? No.
Yes.
Please. Mr. Collins, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On December 31st, 2024 at 2:35 p.m., an officer was dispatched to 12600 Dunlap Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas, in reference to a disturbance unknown weapon call. Upon arrival, the officer made contact with the complainant, who stated the defendant is her son and that he assaulted her. The complainant stated she lives in an apartment with her 2 sons. The complainant stated that a month ago she asked the defendant, her eldest son, to help pay for rent, and the defendant agreed to pay a certain amount. The complainant stated she got tired of asking and told them that she was not renewing her lease. The complainant told the defendant he needed to move out by December 31st. On that day, she arrived at the apartment to turn her keys in and do a walkthrough with the complex manager, the witness. The complainant stated as she was removing the locks from the doors, the defendant pushed her with both hands and punched her in the chest with a fist, causing pain. The witness stated the defendant was acting aggressive and was refusing to leave the apartment. The witness observed the defendant push and punch the complainant.
Any dope or alcohol?
No allegations of drugs or alcohol, Judge.
Do we know what she wants?
Yes, Judge. I spoke to her yesterday and she is requesting no threatening or harassing contact and that he not be able to go near her new residence.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Collins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond. Well, hold on a second. Let me see. It looks like a protective order was issued on the 1st of this month. I would get to know it because if you violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You violate conditions on a VPO, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, zero bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect my community. Do you understand?
Yes, I also had a witness too.
Stop. You will get the opportunity to fight. Now's not the time. I got a bunch of DAs here. I don't want you to say something. You'll get the opportunity. Just now's not the time. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case. Understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. I could care less. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening, harassing? It most certainly is. And it can be a basis to revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me, what do you do for a living, Mr. Collins?
I work.
Do you have enough money in that work to hire a lawyer?
No.
Tell me about what you do then.
I work as an HVAC tech.
All right. So what I can do is I can give you an application. I need you to fill it out. Don't just put zeros because I'm going to send it right back to you. I need you to fill it out. Be honest. I'll take a look. And if you qualify, then I'll give you a lawyer. I am going to file conditions that you're not having threatening or harassing contact with mom. It's mom?
Mom and Judge, the protective order says no going within 200 feet of her previous residence. She gave me her new address. So if we
Okay.
could
Do you want to
add
refile it?
we could. Do you know how to do
Put the correct address in the MOA? You want them to? Let me just, and all right, I'll print it out. We'll just amend it. I need to know, or I'll give it to you. You put the correct address.
Yes, Judge.
So, Mr. Collins, you're not allowed to go where she lives. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you go there, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. You need to understand. If you don't have anyone that's going to pony up $5,000, $10,000 to get you out of jail, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this thing is over with. Consider that when you're out there in the free world. I'm not asking for much. Just don't become a danger to our public. Don't violate conditions. That's it. All right. Stephen, do you mind giving an application? Perez, come up. You have more than one or just?
Well, the other one, they're not ready on yet, so we'll hold it off on the fugitive issue.
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
Steven was checking to see if we're ready.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. Shh. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 2 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You are pleading guilty to this offense now, and it is going on your record. Is it a 0.15 or above?
Yes.
Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above breath alcohol concentration, Mr. Khalil Perez?
Yes.
You need to understand that by this going on your record, it's going to be there for the rest of your life. Whenever you get pulled over by an officer, the first thing they're going to look at your criminal history. If they see that you have a prior DWI and then they come to your car and they smell alcohol, it's very possible things will not go very well for you. If I were you, even if you had a sip of alcohol, I would not get into a car and drive because it could cost you a lot. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for a DWI that you may pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand?
Yes.
You need to understand that you also give up many valuable rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf. confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record and you can never take it off.
Sí,
This is what you want to do.
¿Es lo que usted desea hacer?
sí.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
I will find you guilty, send you to the 2 days in jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I am now going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive. If you drive and you get pulled over, it's on a possible suspended license, and it's just like a DWI, Class B misdemeanor. Tell me about the fee.
Judge, I'm appointed on this case.
Solicitado en este caso.
What does he do for a living?
¿Lo que usted?
I'll be straight with you, Judge. I didn't
Remodeling.
inquire a lot about that.
Remodeling.
What kind of money do you make a month?
¿Lo gana usted?
¿Cómo?
¿Qué clase de dinero gana? ¿Qué tanto que gana usted mensual?
3,200 mensuales.
3,200 monthly.
You need to understand, Mr. Khalil Perez, that I want you to understand that DWI is big business in the United States. And there are surcharges that DPS puts on your license when you plead guilty to these offenses. A DWI second, there is a surcharge of $6,000, not to mention court costs. So if you pick up another one, you could be very well facing up to around $7,000 in fines and fees. $20. An Uber, $30 will take you wherever you want to go. If you want to get loaded, if you want to have 15 beers, 32 shots of tequila, take an Uber. Everybody is allowed to make a mistake in life. But when you continue to make mistakes where you endanger other people's lives, we only have one place for you. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
I will waive your fines and fees now, but if you come back, get ready, because it's not going to be a good ride. Good luck. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Judge. Thank you. Judge, I have another case.
So it's 4,500 plus whatever for costs are to waive. 45, yeah, it's true to the enhancement. So when you have a class A, because of the 0.15 or above, it kicks it up to $4,500. Okay.
Judge, I have a Mr. Angel Ventura on today's docket. Case is kind of old.
Okay.
The reason I'm approaching is because I've talked to him about a potential plea that we have in place. He's got concerns, and I need to get an immigration consult. I haven't been able to get it completed by today. I'm asking for another short reset to get that done.
I'll give you a week. It's 180 days.
Appreciate it.
If he doesn't have it done by that time, then, but advise him that he needs to make the appointment and everything today. Don't wait till the day before to reach out to an immigration lawyer.
Understood, Judge. I'll reset it 1 week. Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for watching. Stick around longer and click the highlighted videos to your right. See you there.